Alright. What's good, y'all? It's showtime.
Well, Lord.
You know what I mean? It's your boy Showtime SP to nobody that knows bodies. Pow! All that. Of course, I got my man with me, Lord.
What's good, y'all? How you feeling?
You know what I mean? So,
let's get straight to it.
You know what I'm saying? They loving us. They loving us right now. So I like the vibe. So let's give them something else to think about.
Alright, so we gonna do top 5 worst Marvel origin stories.
Ooh, okay.
That's what we want to
okay.
do.
I'm with you.
I'm with the smoke.
You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it.
So
a lot of people gonna hate.
You want to do one for?
Alright, so
well, you know we gonna work our way back.
We're gonna work down.
So we gonna give you number 5.
Number 5 first. So number 5 on the list, we got Incredible Hulk. Incredible Hulk isn't the worst of them, but it is one of the worst of the origin stories. It starts off with Bruce Banner in a Brazilian soda shop.
He was working in the factory.
And
what happened? He did something.
Speck of blood.
Yeah. He was fixing something.
Dropped in
speck
the
of
soda.
blood. It dropped into Stan Lee's coat.
Yeah.
And Stan Lee said,
he died apparently.
He said, "Wow."
He died. And then now all of a sudden,
he was having some problems there
with his blood.
And then, and then the general found him. Remember, he was dating the general's daughter.
Yep, that's
and they were both scientists or whatever, and they hadn't seen him. He left.
Right.
And so, he ends up coming back to deal with something or whatever, sees her. I remember it, because that was my shit. I did like the Incredible Hulk. It was, I fucked with it.
The movie itself was okay.
It was okay.
It was
wasn't
good
bad.
at that time. It was like a couple things that you can get out of that movie.
Right.
But as far as the origin...
Exactly.
The Bruce Banner that you see in Incredible Hulk that's supposed to be canon into the Marvel Universe, it's not even the same Bruce Banner.
It's not.
Totally different dude. It's Mark Ruffalo versus
Edward Norton.
Edward Norton's character. So it's like and they never really explained why Mark Ruffalo.
And we were talking about it. So I really do think that it was and I never thought about it. The way they kind of made it make sense was because at the end of Incredible Hulk, right? He lived in Brazil. Yeah. And when that's where he was living. And then in Avengers, actually, he was in the woods somewhere at the end of it. Yeah. Remember in the end of Incredible Hulk when he was it was kind of like they made it seem like he learned how to control it. Yeah. Or whatever. And he was in the woods, but everybody knew he lived in Brazil or whatever. Yeah. And then in Avengers, he they found him there. Black Widow finds him in this village in Brazil, blah as a doctor. So maybe that's what they used to say that this is who he was, blah blah. But we don't know.
So in summary, you drop a blood in some soda and you might turn out into a raging angry monster.
Right.
Cool.
It was alright.
Let's not forget the best part of that whole damn movie.
Oh, when he kicked that man.
Listen, 300 had nothing on that kick that he gave him.
You should go back and watch The Incredible Hulk if you got
to watch that scene.
And this is the thing, right? Is that even though this is among the worst, it really I really did fuck with this movie. Yeah, it was good, especially during the time. Yeah. It was the first one. It was that Iron Man and Thor and had come out.
And this was the hype.
And it was really, really good. I
aged well.
No, it didn't. And when he turned into the monster, but when he kicked that man, that was bad.
You're not so tough, are you?
Yeah, he said you don't look so tough, do you? That was a bad joint. That is what we call a bad joint.
Definitely a bad joint.
But yeah.
All right, so I think number 4. This is the one that we gonna hurt a lot of feelings.
Yeah, but it's what it is.
Let's talk about it.
All right, so number 4, we put Black Panther.
Yeah,
and really because it's bad. It's bad.
All right, so you got your powers from a drained root.
Right,
from a tree
that grows that your village grows.
The ancestors.
Now I get how and then they never show how it grows. Like so, and the thing that killed me in Black Panther, right, was that it was purple. Yeah, like it was from the the stone,
like from one of the
stones. The power stone.
Yeah, you feel
it's purple. Like, but the thing is, they never exactly. So what is this fruit that make and why do only y'all have and like
it's only in Wakanda?
Right. It's just like what.
And not to mention, let's really dive into it. For the culture, it was everything.
It was everything. You know
I'm saying
I was so happy for
the Black community. We needed that. We needed this movie.
We needed that. Like he inspired children to be more that they can be a superhero. It's like that's a whole demographic. It's like 1 billion people of color in the world, 2 billion people of color in the world. Like
exactly.
It was a bad movie.
The ending of the movie.
I got into a thing with people when we were talking about it, and I was just like, it wasn't a good movie. I was like, it was good for the culture, and I said great for the culture because it was a room full of Black people, so I was about to get cut. But it wasn't a good.
Yeah, no. Not to mention that's not even the origin of how he got the power. So you just found out in Civil War that the mantle was passed down because his father died, but.
He had already
had the power,
but he was already Black Panther.
So
he just got passed. He was just the king now. That's what got passed.
So from him being the Black Panther to him being the king,
right? But the thing is like which in the movie he was already Black Panther. Yeah. So it wasn't an origin story. It was like you got stripped of your powers, right, and then you got it back. Right. So what happened was you had won, then you lost, then you won again. Right. That's not an origin story. And we just came in on your loss.
And you mean to tell me a nigga getting a fight with his family member gets thrown off a cliff? Like the cliff's pretty steep.
I'm gonna tell you this:
hit the rocks and everything, right? Mm-hmm. And you mean to tell me they find you frozen in some snow?
That's some bullshit.
Nigga, please.
Niggas be dead. I tell you this though, if my cousin throw me off a cliff, we definitely gonna do more than box.
Yeah.
Somebody got to go.
Somebody got to go.
Somebody got to go.
Because like Charlie Murphy said, after you get slapped, he said somebody walk up to you, I challenge you to a duel. Whack whack. Mm-hmm. They'd have a gunfight after that. Somebody gotta go.
Somebody gotta go. You ain't gonna slap me with no gloves.
So Black Panther is no. It's not the worst.
It's not the worst, but it's amongst.
It's
the worst.
up there.
It's up there. It's not a good joint.
All right, number 3. I think y'all probably seen it coming, but y'all would probably think it would be further up the list. But number 3, we got Thor.
Yeah.
Thor's origin story. The movie itself wasn't good.
It was as dry as the desert they shot it.
It was not like it was.
And then the whole fucking movie sound like A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yeah,
it sound like a fucking play.
Was it a love story? Was it a redemption story?
And it was a bad love story.
It was a terrible.
Because they both was corny.
Very much so.
And I like what is it, Natalie Portman? I like her. I really do I like her. I think she is a bit dry as an actress, but I do like her. But
she fit that part.
Yeah, she fit it, and it's cool. But yeah, it was just like meh.
So let me get this straight. Your daddy took your hammer and threw it to the earth and said, "Who possesses the power of Thor shall be worthy." Means
he ain't even send it. He ain't even send it through the Bifrost. He threw it. Nigga should pitch for the Warriors. That nigga threw the hammer. He said, "Fuck the Bifrost."
Listen, he don't need none of that.
What? Threw that
He's a world frisbee champion.
Right, threw that joint to Arizona. Threw that bitch
in the desert, right?
And then he threw it so hard that who they made the hammer for couldn't get it out.
So now it's a science project. Oh. And so you go in there in the middle of the night, the rain.
Wait. I was about to say, remember how bad that scene was when he was in the rain lifting that joint out? That joint was bad, though.
In the rain.
Was bad. That joint was bad. He said, fucking all that hair and shit.
So you did all of that.
They got Fabio to grab a hammer. Yo, for real. Yo.
Listen.
Thor was bad. Thor was bad. I love it. I do love it. I do love it to a degree.
But at the same time,
it was bad. You got to know when it's just bad. It's bad.
It needs to go.
Like, because we have a 5 best origins, and it's about what matters. It's about pretty much.
We all know good origin stories.
It's about the facts.
The good origin.
It doesn't matter what you like. It's about the facts.
You know, Iron Man is clearly tangent talk, but the good origin.
Iron Man,
Spider-Man had a good one.
Spider-Man was good. Doctor Strange was
fire.
Ant-Man was
Ant-Man
good.
had a good origin.
Because you were talking about how like they had the heist.
We had the we was talking about that, like how Ant-Man is not on this list. And by the way, Ant-Man is not on this list.
It's not on this list.
So, but let's keep it rolling.
So number 2, we got Captain Marvel.
Yes.
That joint was bad. That joint was bad. Can I
go ahead?
Just real quick. The main joint that I got.
Give me a summary of Captain Marvel.
All right, Captain Marvel. All right, well, Captain Marvel, right, is pretty much right. So the girl finds out that her like boss or whatever, she's working in like the Air Force or whatever, her boss is probably like an alien. She doesn't know. So they're in this jet, they're like getting away from like, you know, it's the spaceship trying to like steal whatever or whatever. They crash, right? And so her mentor or whatever, the doctor dies, right? So the dude's coming to get it. She can't see who the dude is or whatever. And so they're talking or whatever, but she ends up shooting the engine thing that he wants or whatever, the core. That's what he was looking for, right? So this core is like some shit from like another planet or whatever. Some like but pretty much what you telling me, right, is that you shoot this core with this chemical in it, it splashes on you. So a chemical that run an engine for another planet splash on you.
That would normally kill
anybody.
Any other human being.
First of all, if gasoline splash on me, I might die.
Listen.
Okay? So that's what happened. And you live through it, number 1. Then you absorb its powers. And now you the strongest being in the universe. It just...
Nigga, please. No. I mean, like, and I'm all for it. Like, don't get it twisted. We're not bashing, you know, the women.
It was the move. I was hyped for it. When I heard the premise, I was like, it's gonna be set in the 90s.
Yeah,
blah, blah.
The 90s
I was like, that was
after the nostalgia of the 90s wore off, it was like,
that was what it was. Because when she first dropped, you saw she dropped in like a blockbuster. And you was like, yo, this joint tight or whatever. They made it really feel like, you know. And then like once you got into it, you was just like, all right, this is kind of dry.
This is terrible.
You know, it was bad. It was bad.
That origin is not.
It wasn't a good joint.
All right.
And then number 1. I mean, I feel like it should be obvious.
I'm wearing the shirt for a purpose. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying,
goddamn sad.
Captain Marvel, Captain America is the worst origin story.
That joint bad, B. All right.
You mean to tell me you was too small to make it into the army?
You too short the box with God.
You got into the army. You showed humility. Stupidity is what I called it.
Bravery and valor is what they said.
Stupidity is what I called it. My man jumped on a grenade.
He did grab. That was bad. Now you know.
Get back.
I got you. Damn, nigga jumped on a live grenade like that was gonna do something. You about 90 pounds.
They saw that and was like, you know what? Got an idea for this guy.
Hey, let's pump him full of magic juice and send him to fight.
Send him to fight over there in the Soviet Union.
We're gonna send him to Germany.
What do you mean? We're gonna put him in the incubator.
No, he said they put this child in the incubator.
Put him in an incubator.
They put him in an incubator, yo. They was like
swole him up, yo.
And then first of all, let's talk about before they put him in the incubator and he was just walking around. Now, mind you could tell like this was still like 07, 08. So like how we was talking about the Irishman and the visual effects for you to change some. They hadn't fully got there yet. No. So like Chris Evans' body, head look weird. I'm I'm fucking dead. If it was long,
he had a big old head.
It was bad. And you could tell it was on the child of somebody that needed a sandwich.
Just clearly,
that boy
somebody
needed
give
milk.
him something.
That boy needed some milk.
Anything would have helped.
Get him a sandwich,
but
something with carbs.
Needless to say, after all of that, he became Captain America.
I don't remember the fight at the end with Red Skull.
No. Do you remember the press conference? Who's ready for me to sock old Adolf on the jaw?
He said that.
Whose mans are you?
He said that.
Somebody let him in here?
He said that.
Yo, get your cousin, get your drunk cousin out of here, yo. For real. That nigga said, who's ready for me to sock old Adolf
on the jaw?
So, needless to say,
that's bad.
So, I understand that a lot of people will give Marvel, a bad rep because their villains aren't as good. But you gotta, in order to be a great villain, you have to have a great hero origin story.
Yeah, that's part of it.
And these 5 alone that are like your marquee movies, they do not age well. Like at the time, it was perfect for the time. But I'm talking about we had to watch these again.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that we weren't wrong.
Man, even it's funny because I think about the Incredible Hulk, but they couldn't have used Edward Norton and the rest of that.
No,
he just wouldn't have fit.
He wouldn't have fit.
He wouldn't have fit. So I'm not mad at them for making the move because he wouldn't have fit. Well, and he wasn't within their budget. They already had Robert Downey Jr.
And I just want to let you know I had to fight as hard as I could to get Black Panther down as far as I could because
that joint was bad.
Lord was about to put that joint number 2.
That joint was bad.
I
had niggas ready to box me.
Listen. But I don't disagree with you. That's the reason why we had this conversation. Because if ain't nobody else going to give you the platform to say some shit.
I'm gonna give it to yourself.
I'm giving it to yourself. So,
give it to yourself.
You know what I'm saying? So, I think that's gonna be about it. In a wrap. You know what I'm saying? The reason why we did this is because Black Widow was coming on. I know you saw the trailer for that.
Yeah, I think that might be pretty good. I think it might be pretty good.
I think that joint's gonna be crazy. I think this is gonna be a different type of origin story.
Yeah.
That is needed for the culture. But we just wanted to make sure y'all got a chance to see this. You know what I'm saying? So, like that, please like, share, subscribe, comment. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the subscribes. All of that. You know what I'm saying?
Tell your friends about.
Tell your mama to tell her auntie.
To tell her son.
Mm-hmm.
They should watch.
They should probably subscribe to this channel. You know what I'm saying? So, this is what it is. I'm Showtime SP.
I'm Lord.
And this is Showtime
with love.